I would define being a graphic designer as being someone who conveys a message to people through various mediums. It's a little bit different than being an artist. I don't consider it being an artist. It's a form of art, but artists usually design stuff that may not have any particular meaning. Everything a designer does has some form of meaning. I decided to become a graphic designer back in high school. I was the executive producer of our TV team and have been doing that for about 2 years. So I had switched my career goals. Originally I wanted to be a doctor. But I decided that once I got into the actual video production part of things, I found I was like really good at it and I loved doing it. It was something that I really enjoyed doing. We had a recruiter come from Keiser to the school and talked about the graphic design program at Keiser. So that kind of got me into going to Keiser, and all through my Keiser journey I always thought I was going to do videos, movie production, and that kind of led me to where I'm at now. My decision to go into print kind of just happened. It fell into my lap. When I graduated from Keiser, they got me a job interning at the Ledger as an intern compositor. So I was there for about 6 months, and the only thing I did there was print. I was on a team that primarily handled auto advertising. So basically every day I was in there cutting out cars, putting together automotive ads to go into the daily paper. So when my internship there ended, I sent my resume out, obviously, to find an actual full-time job, and I landed here at Focus. And the reason they hired me was because of my print experience at the Ledger, and they knew I could handle deadlines. So everything's just kind of evolved since then. I have brought some of my video skills to Focus, as well as some web skills that I've learned over the years, and some new photography skills which I've developed in the past 2 years. My two biggest concerns when I graduated was, one, finding a job, which the job placement program at Keiser helped alleviate that a little bit, and then being able to perform the job. That was actually more than actually finding the job, but through a lot of hard work and determination, I'm where I'm at. Biggest challenges I face daily. Let's see. Number one would be deadlines. Obviously, I have multiple projects due at multiple times throughout the week. We do 3 publications a month, and each one of those has a separate deadline. Not to mention websites and video projects. Making sure I can manage my time properly so that all the projects are done and done well. So I'm not having to rush certain projects to get to other projects, and then those projects might be rushed, because you never want to rush a project, because you want to make sure you deliver as best a quality product as you can to your client. The only thing I can really say that I dislike about it is probably the amount of stress that gets put on you. You know, it's not so bad at the beginning, but the closer and closer you get to a deadline, the more and more stress you get under. So you actually need to find a way to deal with the stress and not let it overtake you. But that's the only thing I can say I dislike about the job. The thing I love about my job is the fact that I literally come in and for the most part I'm playing with stuff all day. I'm creating magazine covers, I'm creating advertisements, I'm getting to build websites, I'm getting to put videos together, and then everything is going out into the world for people to see. It's actually very satisfying to produce this art and then have everyone also come back and tell you how much they like it, how good it looks, and it's very self-gratifying. I actually feel great about where I'm at now. I mean, how many people can honestly say they wake up and actually like going to work? I mean, I'm actually in the career I wanted to be in, and I wouldn't change anything. Of course, I plan to reach higher. You know, I'm kind of using this as a stepping stone. My goal is to maybe go up to one of the major cities like New York and maybe get in with one of the big magazine companies, or potentially even get into the fashion photography world. The biggest piece of advice I can give to future designers is to never stop learning. The biggest thing I find with talking with recent graduates is they usually stop knowledge at school. They learn what they need to in class, and then that's it. Unfortunately, for the most part, that's not going to get you too far in the real world. Just like any job, you need to learn on your own.